Shit!
I love that. I love that. That is gold.
I know. Oh, wait a minute, Santa, you missed one. Shit! Go to Amino. It's an app for your iPhone or your Android. It's just where people get together and they build communities based on whatever their interests are. You can go in there and discuss all things within that interest. Download the app. Just type in Amino, A-M-I-N-O. Download the app on the appropriate phone that you have. Tag us. Double Toasted. Oh, wise one. Can you tell the people, spread the wisdom of dtmerch.com?
Sure, guys. Go check out our merch on dtmerch.com, and you'll see a bunch of different shirt options there. We have long sleeves, short sleeves, sweaters, phone cases, backpacks, beanies. Oh, yeah, guys, we have a really awesome event coming up in Chicago. We hope to see you guys all there. You guys can buy tickets now. The venue's Park West, right in Chicago. If you go to Ticketfly, that'll be the best bet for tickets. We will sell out, I'm hoping, thinking, so make sure you buy your tickets. It's for the end of June, June 30th. Saturday, doors are at 7, 18 and up, and we can't wait to see all you Chicago people there. We are so thankful for your support.
Stardust, available for your iPhone, your Android, and it's for you movie lovers and TV show lovers out there. And you can tag us at Double Toasted on Stardust. And you can download the link to stardust.app.link/Double Toasted. And what this is an app that allows you to come out with all your excitement about a movie, all your rage and anger about a bad movie. Maybe just saw a show and it's like, man, the show was great until they got to that season finale. Oh, I got to warn people if they haven't seen it yet. You press a button, you give your opinion, and then once it's done, all you got to do is press in, and then it is out there shared with the world for you to brag, for you to gloat, for you to warn people about the entertainment that you've just seen. On Friday, they dropped the greatest trailer of all time in Avengers Infinity War.
He's coming to us.
And a lot of people have seen this and they have lost their minds over this. Some people are saying, man, if I don't live to see this movie, at least I had this trailer and it feels like I've just seen everything I need. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of this trailer right here to just refresh you, and I'm gonna talk to my girl.
Plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Wow.
Some people, for that scene right there, people like Iron Man, Spider-Man hanging out with Star-Lord and the Guardians of the Galaxy all in one spot. Oh my God, I'm having an orgasm for a few hours right now. Just don't call me for a few minutes. Leave me alone for a little while. Don't touch me. So it was only a matter of time before Danielle, after I got on Facebook, said, who wants to meet me at the studio, talk about this? Danielle said, I want to talk about it. Let me come down there and say a few things about Avengers Infinity War. Oh, and by the way, I don't know what the hell is going on. I was so confused. I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do to bring you in here and let you talk about this if you're a little confused about it. Danielle, let's do this. Just before you jump to anything, time has passed. These nerds, they've settled down. They're not.
Yeah, they're all satiated.
Yeah, they're not having these raging nerdgasms anymore. They're not ready to lash at anybody that doesn't respect the Avengers and Thanos and all that. You know who Thanos is? See, that's what I'm talking about.
He's the big one, right? The big one.
Sure. No, here's what we're going to do.
He's the guy who looks like Barney.
Yeah.
The big purple guy.
The guy looks like a cross between Debo and Barney.
Hybrid.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we'll watch some of these reactions. And you just sit back, and if you decide to share with us after these reactions are done, then we'd be glad. We'd be more than happy to hear your opinion. Just think about it, okay?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
I'm excited to see Stardust.
Now, what I want to know is, are we going to get to anybody that did not like this trailer? I haven't found one person yet. But
I doubt it.
I doubt it, but with Stardust, you never know. Maybe we'll even start with it, with our first Stardust reaction coming from Animal Kitchen. Oh, looks like they're going to be excited about this. I see 5 stars down there. Let's see what Animal Kitchen has to say. Sometimes you're so excited, you gotta let something speak for you. Gotta let somebody else speak for you.
Why the towel on the head?
In the words of the great Busta Rhymes, oh my God. This guy, he couldn't say, he would have ran out of breath saying, oh my God, as much as Busta Rhymes. So let Busta Rhymes say it himself. Now here's the thing with Stardust. As you see, you don't even have to go in there and say it yourself. A lot of people get very creative with this. And that right there, not only was that creative, but that was pretty funny too.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, look, he had to wipe his brow and everything with that.
It turned into a pharaoh and everything. Look at it.
Another black dude losing his mind over this. Foxorocious. And he says here about Infinity War, which I'm sure is very, 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 very highly respectful.
Just woke up to this amazing trailer. I'm calling this the character interaction trailer because we got a few character interactions in there. Star-Lord and Iron Man and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. I liked it because it felt like I was reading a comic. Thanos looks compelling because he doesn't say, I'm going to destroy all of you. He says, half of y'all will still be here. It'll just be balanced out.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I can't talk about nobody else. I'm a little prejudiced myself because I was looking at this dude and I was expecting him to come on and be like, "Yo, son," but he came on. He was just like, "The interaction is very compelling."
To be honest, I thought he was gonna come on and be like, "Yes, honey," because he had that look in the beginning. But he wasn't. So hey, listen, he got caught up. He loved it. That's great.
Yeah.
What's his name? Foxtrot. What is it?
Foxorocious or something. Foxorocious. I like this because I watch these, and even within 30 seconds, I find some things that I don't really think about. Although I wish I could find another video with him explain. That's the only thing I say probably is a drawback is that sometimes they don't get to explain why. He says Thanos is compelling, and a lot of people have looked at Thanos and had complaints about him being the guy that's going to be this big bad dude. Even though there's been reports of him being sort of a fleshed out character. And I'm glad that he's one of those people that sees that. I would like to know why though. But it's cool that they kind of keep you hanging and wanting to know more. This next one here, another highly praiseworthy reaction. This is from Reffing Movies, 5 stars.
Conflicting emotions. The positives are that the comic references are unreal. The click of the fingers is a blatant reference to the 90s comic. I love that. And the Ebony Maw torture scene of Doctor Strange is straight out of Infinity. I love that. What I'm not happy about is that they've brought it forward by a day in the UK. Now I can't go and see it at midnight. It's going to get ruined for me. What?
Oh, bless his heart.
I thought he was about to throw that baby.
They're like, calm down. Calm down.
Let me tell you something. I love his opinion. I love listening to him. But at the same time, and I mean this in the nicest way. Fuck you, man. You Brits have been getting these Marvel movies a week earlier or a month early before we have. Now you see how it feels.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad. But this is so big that even y'all can't have it first. You come over here, you take our acting jobs, you take our accent, and you're taking our Marvel movies too? Leave us something, man. Now you know how it feels. What's that us?
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Crazy rant tirade you on?
Tell us how you really feel, Coleman.
You don't know the pain.
I hate taking all your acting jobs, Corey. I'm sorry.
I speak for America. I want to get your opinion about this. I haven't seen or heard anything from you about this trailer. What do you? I'm
gonna tell you why, brother. Because I have not seen it. I'm one of those people that ain't looking at this trailer until it comes out.
Let me.
I've been looking down this whole time as you played it.
Been wondering why you've been so quiet over there. Well, let me cut this off and let me move on so I don't ruin anything.
Why don't you want to see it,
You know
Oz?
what? Through all our how many years it's been with these Marvel movies? 10 or something like that. Every one I've been watching every trailer, been piecing it together, trying to get my my Sherlock Holmes to figure out what's going to happen at the end, this, that, the other. For this one, I say, you know what? Let me do the opposite. Let me not know anything and come in as fresh as possible and be surprised. Not try to put anything together. Just kind of see how it unfolds as I'm watching it.
Okay, fair enough, man. You tell you what, that's to be respected, because there are a lot of people who would not have the willpower that you have.
Yeah.
This is from another person with a 5-star reaction review. Your average muse.
I didn't want to watch this. I really didn't. I tried to avoid it at all costs, but this trailer is amazing. The interactions are awesome. Thanos is still looking badass. My little fanboy heart is gonna cry in this theater. I'm going to buy my tickets right now. I can't believe y'all did this to me, Marvel. I really didn't want to watch any more trailers. I wanted to go in and watch this with my heart completely content.
Man, I'm glad the camera didn't go down, because he's just out in the parking lot just jacking off right now. Yes, I can't wait for that. Oz, that's the guy that we're talking about right there. The guy that's the opposite of you. Tried to hold on. Yep. Tried to avoid it, but he just did not have the willpower that you do.
He failed miserably. Still holding on.
Everybody can't be like you, Oz.
Yeah, man, I gotta keep getting whiplash trying to not look at these freaking trailers, because then soon they got the TV spots, and I'm gonna be screwed. I gotta try to not look at those either. So we'll see.
Why don't you just take some time off and just move into a cave for a little while? I think that's the only way that's gonna happen, man. Yeah. Why don't you go? Get your turban and start looking like Osama bin Laden somewhere. Sean Coates, no rating there, but let's see what he has to say.
I absolutely hate film hype culture. It can absolutely ruin a film. And that's why I don't really like watching trailers, especially for big films like Infinity War, because it's just setting yourself up for disappointment. I wasn't intending on watching this trailer because, one, I'm going to go see this movie regardless. Capitalism wins. I feel obliged, because I've watched all the other Marvel films, to go see this one as well. But my housemate turned on the trailer, I watched it, and this looks pretty cool.
Oh. Okay, you the one. You that guy. Oh, you the cool one. All right, I get it. Because I'm going to tell you something. By the way, I do respect the opinion that's different. And again, that's what's needed. That's why this app is so great, because you do get varied opinions right there. But I ain't buying this shit. Not one bit. Look at him right now. He's like, yeah, but I'll consider viewing this film. But before... You know he's full of shit. Before he got on and did his Stardust, and when he saw that trailer, like, yes! Yes! Oh my God, yes! Yes! Stardust, hold on, yes! I guess it's okay. Yeah, capitalism,
exactly.
It is. But I'll consider it. Thank you. Oh my God, yes! You ain't fooling nobody, Mr. Coates. You ain't fooling me. Let's go. I saw you shaking your head. Why were you were shaking your head affirmatively? Why were you doing that?
Oh, like agreeing with him?
Yeah.
Well, primarily because I think that when you guys see trailers like this, you guys get so hype and you pay attention to every little detail. And there's a lot of characters in this movie, so it's going to attract a lot of people. The thing that I'm worried about is that y'all's expectations are just so high, and I really do agree with him that you guys are going into this just so super excited, and there's no way the humor is going to hit the way it should. There's no way it's going to be written the way it's supposed to be written, and you guys are going to be disappointed.
Can we talk about that in a little while?
Sure.
All right. Hang on to that thought. And let's see, Santo, another 5-star reaction. Let's see what he says.
Shit! I love that. I love that. That is gold.
I know. Oh, wait a minute, Santo, you missed one. Shit! Now we are complete.
I love that.
I tell you, man, that's the great thing about looking at these reactions is that just the many, many different ways that people express their excitement. Some people come in and they'll give an opinion and a short review, but sometimes, as you can see with my man right here, sometimes just one word. One word or two or three or four. Sometimes one word says it all. 30 seconds feels like a short time, but 30 seconds forces people to be very creative too.
Yeah.
So I love that. That's one of the best reactions that I've seen. Not only because it's based on my trademark shit, but because
creative, and it has harmony,
creative.
damn it.
Yeah, yeah. You'll be hearing from our lawyer, by the way, man. We have. Let me see if I can say this right. I'm gonna show it just in case you guys can help it out. Help me out with this. Sethicus Maximus. Sethicus Maximus.
Sounds right.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Let's go ahead and hear what he has to say. Another 5-star reaction.
Something I really enjoyed from this trailer, and I'm really excited to see for Infinity War, is more of Thanos and Titan World, and see how they create that, because it was always an obscure world in my mind, and now seeing it come to fruition is going to be so cool. They are going to make Thanos relatable, it looks like. They're going to make it so it shows that he loves Gamora, and that'll just make his treatment of Nebula that much more evil in our minds, however, and just shows that he admires Cap, and he admires Cap and their fighting abilities and stuff.
Didn't you expect to be followed like a golly gee whiz? Oh boy! No, you know what? What I like about Sethicus Maximus right there, you see, maybe if you follow up with something, it doesn't even have to be from the same person. You heard me talk about the guy, Foxalicious, or whatever his name was earlier. I think that's the one that was talking about. No, that might have been the guy before him. But earlier we saw a reaction where somebody was saying Thanos looks compelling. And I said, well, I'd like to know why. Right. If I didn't follow, maybe he didn't follow up, but I found somebody else that did elaborate on that. Even those guys don't know each other. If you keep going through these reactions, you kind of get the full story filled in for you. It's that's, again, you'd be amazed at what people can fill in 30 seconds. And here we go. I think that this is our last one here. This is Reviewing Network. I don't see a person. I just see images right here. Let's see what we have.
Being yelled there.
Take it all, Marvel. You deserve it on this one.
What my man did, he put down a bunch of banks, little piggy bank type things.
His wallet, credit card.
and told Marvel, just take it right now.
I was waiting to throw his soul down there or something.
Yeah. I was expecting for him the camera turn over, his ass is just sticking out. Just take it, Marvel. Just take it. You deserve it.
Soul in the hole.
Well, there you go, people. That is our Stardust feature for today with all of the reactions that we had for today. All right, Danielle. Let's talk some Avengers. You want to talk Avengers? Let's talk Avengers. First of all, with you, okay, you make a good point. With you not knowing too much about any of this stuff, let's get the inexperienced, the novice's point of view on this trailer.
Okay, I think that they strategically released this movie after all these other big movies were out, like Black Panther, Doctor Strange. Don't you think they did that?
Well, that was all part of their plan.
Right.
Yeah, that plan.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Where's Alex Jones at? No, that's been part of their plan. That's the thing about why people are excited about this trailer, because they have been consistent, because this plan has been in the making for the last 10 years. They have a roadmap for everything that they're doing. So
well, I've been hearing a lot about it, and it seems as far as like the comic nerds love this because they are doing a lot of the old comic references that I think people need and want from a film like this. So I see that being a good part of the movie. I'm excited to see like all the different worlds and different characters coming together and how they make it so that they're all like relevant. And I just wonder like who's going to be against who and why are people going to be, forming alliances and things like that. I think it's great that Black Panther is being used, and they're using the vibranium and the other character, the sister and all that. I like the fact that they're in there. I just think the expectations are super high, and I don't think this is going to, I think it's going to make a lot of money, but I don't think it's going to be one of those movies that you guys love and talk about years and years down the road. The expectations are way too high. Mark my words. I bet money you give it like a matinee.
Are we okay? We bet money again. I got $50 out of you before.
Well, you'll just say that because
I won't. I'll be fair. I'm not going to sit up here and change my review just for $50. But if you want, but if you're gonna do this, because you always do this, I only take money from you because you are so confident That because you look at me, if you just stopped and say, and I think it just can't live up to expectations, but we'll see. But you got to be like, and I bet you
because I'm always right.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. Oz, did you hear this?
I heard it.
I bet you that this movie will not be a Better Than Sex or full price. I bet you'll give it under full price.
Okay, so we betting $50 on that.
$50.
All right, y'all see this? So let me put my hand right here. Where's that camera? Y'all see this girl's hand right here? Now I want everybody to see this. Let me put the, hold on. I want to put the camera. So you see this right there? Down. And just so we are very sure, there it is right there. Get all cameras covered.
So you're that confident that this movie is going to be badass?
Well, go ahead.
I'll say this. The reason why I think it has a good chance of becoming one of these, living up to this expectation, because we had 10 years of a focus group test with these 20 some odd films. Okay. Every film was a focus group test to make sure that they were moving in the right direction. When it came to introducing space stuff, when it came to introducing the mystic arts, they had to make sure that each one of these things worked individually. And bringing them all together would be just a bonus. Plus they had another litmus test with the Civil War, having all these different characters on the screen going against each other. That went off like a hitch, without a hitch. So, I mean, this is just the antithesis of all of those things coming together. So I think they position themselves in such a way that, I don't think it can lose.
Oz is right. This has been so many years in the making. Plus, there's no way that they are going to mess this up. This has been what everything's been leading to. And you got and let's just take that part out. I mean, they're already halfway there because a lot of people they're the reason why they're excited and they're just gonna get what they need from getting a movie that is done right with this many characters and seeing the living version of comic books up on the screen. Now, I'm not talking about, we've seen comic book movies for for decades, but this is the first time that the interaction of a comic book universe like Marvel has come together like this. In the comics, all these characters would interact with each other. I'd be reading Hulk, and all of a sudden, Rocket Raccoon would show up.
Right.
And you didn't see that in the theaters or in the movies because everybody had different rights to all these characters, or just the technology wasn't there to do it. Now that you're seeing your fantasies fulfilled, if you read comics growing up like this, if you read Marvel comics growing up like I did, then yeah, man, if they do this, if they do this a decent job, people are gonna be more than happy with what they got.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: do you think it'll make as much money as Black Panther?
It'll make more money than Black Panther.
I don't think that at all.
You don't think so? All right.
Hell
Don't nobody say anything. Don't nobody say anything at all.
Am I that wrong?
Let's just let her have her thoughts. No, you know what?
I don't think so at all.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, then we'll leave it at that. Okay. You want to bet money on that too? Okay.
Yeah, I'll bet you another $50.
Okay. Let's bet another $50. Hey, let's get it right here, people.
Again.
You think this will make more than Black Panther? Black Panther, it's like...
I want people to see this. I want y'all to see this now. Say into the mic. Go ahead.
I bet you $50 that this movie won't make as much as Black Panther as quickly.
Okay. You got it. $50. Now, it's $100 all the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can come out of the Chicago Fund.